Hey, Charles, do you have a minute?
Hey, Sophia, what's up?
I got a strange message on Facebook from your mother. She said you're depressed and you haven't been going to work, and it's all my fault.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm feeling good and I've been going to work every day. What is she talking about?
I have no idea.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook. She can't even text.
I know. I ignored the messages. It just felt so strange. It's honestly creepy.
Right.
I'll keep an eye on things for a bit. Maybe someone is trying to prank me or something.
Even so, do you have any idea who did it?
No. But you seem healthy and been going to work, so I won't stress about the text messages then.
It's weird, right? It's strange to receive such a mysterious message from someone you don't know at all.
I know, right? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you get another one.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Sophia. What have you done? You've betrayed my dear son and pushed him to this. You cheating wife. It's because of you that my son ended his life. You better do the same for him. You will pay for this. Remember that.
Charles? I got another message.
Huh? The same person?
Yeah.
Are they pretending to be my mom again?
Yes.
What did they say?
About what?
What's wrong?
It's a little too much to say, so I'll just send you a screenshot. Please check it.
What the hell is this? This is horrifying. I'm very much alive and kicking.
Right. I got worried the moment I got the message.
I'm the same. But who would do this crazy thing?
I have no idea.
I asked my mom just to be sure, but she said it wasn't her. She said she doesn't even know how to text.
You know, I don't think it's her. The way the message is written, it just doesn't sound like her at all. I can tell it's not her.
I can tell it's not her style.
What do I do now? It's creeping me out.
I know. I'm starting to get worried, so let's think of a plan. Make sure to lock up tight until I get back. No matter who comes knocking, don't open the door, okay?
Okay.
Just pretend like nobody's home.
Okay.
Sophia! I have been reaching out and you're just going to ignore me? Your husband just passed away. What is wrong with you? It's because of your affair that my son got sick and ended up like that. You must end your life too. I know you're reading these messages. Come home right now. How long do you plan to keep running away?
Hey, Charles. Sorry to bother you again. I got another message again. They're saying to come home. Of course, I didn't reply.
Hey, Sophia. I've been curious about that message ever since you sent it to me.
What about it?
I thought there might be some clues, so I checked out their profile pic. It's just a backyard shot, but it looked kind of familiar to me.
What? Where do you think it is?
The picture seemed pretty old. I had this feeling I'd seen it before, but couldn't quite place it. But just now, it hit me out of the blue.
Did you remember where it was?
Yeah,
Where is it?
it's the backyard of Johnson's old house.
Johnson's? You mean Mike's house?
Yeah, that house was already gone when you were married. And honestly, you hardly ever went to your parents' place, so you probably wouldn't have noticed.
What?
I was pretty close with Mike during middle school, right? So I used to visit his house all the time, so I'm sure it's his backyard.
You're right. We went to the same school, but you were close with Mike. And that's how I got introduced to you.
Yes. After we started dating, I didn't see much of him anymore, so I stopped going over to his place. But I still remember that backyard scenery.
After that, Mike got fed up with his mom's messy life and left. They didn't talk much, and we were pretty much estranged. So, there was no contact with Mike's mom after we got married. Maybe she doesn't even know about Mike and me getting divorced. What do you think?
That's possible. I'll ask my friends about Mike. I want to know if he's okay.
Yeah, we all used to be friends. And even though he is my ex-husband, it's just too much for me to figure it out myself. Can you do it for me?
Of course. Sophia, are you still going to keep ignoring me? You're still my son's wife. I'm not going to forgive you.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You finally decided to respond, huh? How can you keep ignoring your mother-in-law for days? Especially after your husband passed away. You're incredibly insensitive and rude.
I'm rude? Who the hell are you? My mother-in-law is right next to me.
Huh?
I've decided to stay over at my in-laws for a while. Just for some added security and peace of mind. You know, their place has this great security setup. And I figured it would be better than being alone or in some sketchy situation. You gave me the creeps. It's comforting to have my in-laws looking out for me. Oh yeah, my husband's here too, keeping me company.
What the hell are you talking about? Your husband is Mike, right? He passed away. And your in-laws live in an apartment. They don't own a house. Stop lying and trying to avoid responsibility. It's not going to work.
I think you're misunderstanding something here. I'm Mike's ex-wife.
Huh? What do you mean?
You're Mike's mother, right?
Yes. What kind of question is that?
I'm his ex-wife.
What? After pushing Mike to the limit, you turn around and marry another guy right after he passes away?
What are you even talking about? It's been 3 years since I married my current husband. I haven't been in touch with Mike for 3 years.
What? I don't get it.
Look, you're sending incredibly annoying messages to the wrong person. Please stop messaging me for good.
Wait. Hey, Sophia. You need to pay $150,000 as compensation for cheating on Mike. I'll collect it on Mike's behalf.
I don't understand what you're saying. There's no reason for me to pay you compensation.
What are you saying? You're so shameless. You cheated, didn't you?
What? I'm no longer Mike's wife.
I know that, but the fact remains that you cheated while you were his wife.
I never cheated on him.
You're unbelievable. You said you remarried, right? You were probably cheating even before divorcing Mike. That's why you got divorced, obviously.
For your information, I didn't start dating my current husband until 2 years after divorcing Mike.
Huh?
Well, actually, it's been 7 years since I divorced Mike.
What?
Mike and I got divorced because we found we had different values and lifestyles after living together. We talked about it a lot and agreed to separate. Neither of us cheated, so there was no compensation involved in the divorce.
What?
How long has it been since you talked to Mike? Well, given his attitude, it didn't seem like he'd reach out anyway.
What? But wasn't it your affair that caused Mike's mental illness and led to his passing?
He was alive and doing well.
Huh? Then why does he have a gun?
He was at the shooting range with his friends. And it seems that when he fired a gun, the recoil caused him to lose balance and fall down. He hit his head during the fall, so he got checked. But thankfully, there were no issues found.
What?
The one who cheated on your son isn't me. Mike remarried someone else after our divorce, and that person cheated on him. They've been divorced for 6 months now. You've got the wrong person.
No way. I can't believe it.
I knew you and Mike weren't on good terms back then. Heard you were living recklessly, partying with men and racking up debts.
That's none of your business.
Who on earth told you that Mike passed away?
I heard it through a friend. I thought he had passed away because I heard he had a serious head injury and lost consciousness.
How could you just assume your son's dead without checking the facts first? What kind of mother does that?
Well, it's because there was no way to get in touch with him.
Well, it's none of my business. But I found out some things about Mike. There's absolutely no reason for me to pay any compensation. You're welcome to ask him directly. By the way, when was Mike's funeral held?
I'm not really sure. I thought maybe I wasn't told because Mike didn't like me and we were estranged.
Right? Well, because he's living just fine, you know.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I'm not getting my money?
Damn right. I don't even know what the compensation is for. Everything you're saying just doesn't make sense.
No way.
Anyway, I'm living happily with my husband and mother-in-law. So please don't bother me anymore. I have nothing to do with Mike anymore. We have no connection whatsoever. It's just annoying to keep receiving messages from you.
Sophia. Can you answer the phone?
What do you want? I told you not to contact me anymore. Please leave me alone.
Wait a minute. Can you do me a favor?
What? You're a stranger to me.
You don't have to be so cold. I'm your ex-mother-in-law.
What's your point?
To be honest, I'm in debt.
I heard about that. Mike really resented you for it.
I feel bad about it.
How much do you owe?
Around $80,000.
What? What did you spend all that money on? It's not something you can just spend without thinking, right?
I'm estranged from my son, right? So, to distract myself from the loneliness, I met someone while I was out partying.
What?
He's younger than me. He was always there, comforting me when I needed it. I spoiled him because he made me feel better about myself.
Are you serious? What are you thinking? He's probably playing you.
No, that's absolutely not true. I haven't lived my life aimlessly until now.
What?
I can tell he's into me. He wants me.
You're oddly calm considering you're $80,000 in debt. If that man really cared about you, he wouldn't have let you get into so much debt.
I want to be there for him. If he desires me, I'm ready to do anything for him. So I'd appreciate it if you could lend me around $150,000.
Huh? I thought you owe $80,000.
Yeah.
Then why ask for $150,000?
I just told you. I want to be there for him. I want to use the rest of the money for him.
What the hell? You're unbelievable. No wonder your son doesn't want to do anything with you.
Mike won't understand me because he's a guy. But you're not, so I know you'll understand how I feel. So lend me the money.
That's enough. You're my ex-husband's mother. We're not even family anymore. Why would I loan you money? And honestly, I doubt I'd ever see it again if I did lend you any.
That's not true. I plan to work hard and pay it back.
Even if you did work hard, I know you're going to spend it on your little boyfriend. You are out of your mind.
Sophia, please.
It's not just my money. It's also for my family, so I can't spend it freely. Besides, I don't have that amount of money to spare.
Well, why don't you take out the loan in your name?
Huh? You are something else. Why should I, who has nothing to do with you, have to borrow money for your sake? If you keep sending these weird messages, I'll consider it stalking and report it to the police, all right?
Why are you being like that? Even if I'm your ex-mother-in-law, I'm still in need. Isn't it just common decency to help someone in need?
You've got to be kidding me. Didn't you leave your son high and dry for years? You couldn't even help your own son. Yet you have the nerve to say that to me? Seriously, cut it out.
Please, don't report me. I'm in a bind and you're my last hope. Could you please lend me some money?
I promise to pay it back. This conversation isn't going anywhere, so I'll end it here.
No. Won't you help me? Are you really that heartless?
I'll block this account. If you keep contacting me, I'll file a report. Goodbye.
Sophia, how about me? I was supposed to have my happy ending.
According to what Charles heard from Mike, the guy that she was dating found out about her debts and treated her like shit and decided to leave her. Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? It seems like she begged for him not to leave her. Left with nothing but the debt, she found herself forced into working day and night to repay it. It's a lot for her age, but it's her fault. I have no further details as she's no longer my concern. It was unexpected to receive a call from Mike, apologizing for his mother's behavior. Never thought I'd have such a conversation with my husband over something like this. Thankfully, things have settled down now, and I'm relieved. Living peacefully with Charles and his mother feels good.
Hey, Louis. Our plans for my birthday tomorrow are still all in place, right?
Hey, Wendy. Yeah, I did just as you asked and got to stay in the penthouse of that really fancy hotel in town. And I also made sure to talk to the hotel and arrange for the birthday package to be included in our stay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. The only thing is that I've decided to go with someone else, actually. Not you.
Wait, what do you mean someone else? Who else would you be going to the hotel with?
Well, I'd be going with my new boyfriend, of course.
Your new boyfriend? Sorry, I'm not sure that I'm following.
Okay, let me explain. I want to go and spend my birthday in this really fancy hotel with my new boyfriend. Do you get it now?
No, I don't! What new boyfriend are you talking about? I mean, you and I are engaged! Are you telling me that you're seeing another man?
Yeah. I guess that's a pretty simple way to put it.
But I proposed to you and you said yes!
Yeah, I did do that. But it was only because I was getting worried about being my age and not being married yet. So I decided that I would marry the person who proposed to me who made the most money. And my new boyfriend Chad makes way more than you do. Not only that, but he's also just a much more interesting guy. So, anyways, to reiterate, I'm going to be spending my birthday at the hotel with Chad and not you. Get it this time?
Are you kidding me? What about us? Do you have any idea how hard it was to book the penthouse at this place? How long the wait was? How much it cost me?
Yeah, and I'm sure that you did a great job booking everything. But I would really just be bored going with you. So I want you to give up your spot for Chad, okay?
Why do you keep saying that? How am I boring?
Look, Louis, I am thankful for you making these reservations. I really am. And it would just be terrible of you to waste that effort by canceling them now. So Chad and I are going to make the best of them the way I know you would want us to. So, anyways, Chad. Not you, Chad. Get it?
And you really think that I'm just going to roll over and let this happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you really think that I'm going to let you and this other random guy enjoy the reservations that I made for us?
Yes? Oh, cool. Chad just said he was willing to pay you back, so we're all good, right?
So then you two are together with each other right now?
Yeah, he's right here with me.
Wow. I guess I just had no idea how good you were at lying to people.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that our engagement is off. You and I are not getting married.
Well, duh, that was obvious already. That wasn't what I was talking about. I want to know what's going to happen to the hotel reservations.
I haven't decided yet. Just leave me alone. Hey, Carmela, are you there? I was just wondering if you're going to be free the next couple of days. Ideally, you and your husband, if you know his schedule.
Oh, hey, little bro. Can I ask him his schedule? Why do you want to know if we're free those days?
Well, if I didn't have any plans, I have a free night at the Livingston Resort if you two would like it.
Hold on a second. You mean the Livingston Resort? Are you kidding me? That place is blowing up all over social media. I heard it was almost impossible to get a booking there. You're talking about that place, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Hold on a second. We couldn't take your reservations. I mean, you and Wendy should go there. It would be perfect for an engaged couple to spend some quality time together. Besides, isn't it her birthday this weekend? I'm sure she'd love to go to a place like that with you.
Right, well, about that. There was going to be the original plan, but now that is not going to work out.
Wait, really? What happened? Did you two have a fight or something like that?
I guess you could say it's closer to something like that.
Well, I'm not really sure what's going on between you two, but surely there's gotta be a way to fix things, right?
Normally I would agree with you, but I don't think this is one of those times, unfortunately. She was cheating on me! She cheated on me and said that she didn't want to get married anymore.
You're kidding me. Did she really say that?
She did! And not only that, but after I worked so hard to book one of the best rooms in the hotel, she asked if she could keep the plans so that her and her new boyfriend could go.
I don't believe it. I had no idea that Wendy was that kind of person. But I understand why you would never want to let her have those plans. Why don't you just cancel the reservation?
I thought about it. But after all the work I put into getting it, I figured it's better not to waste it. So anyways, that's why I was wondering if you and your husband would like to stay there for the night instead.
Well, I just asked Tom, and he was all too eager to take you up on your offer. He's also very grateful for it.
Great! I suppose you can explain to him the full context of what happened later. But anyways, I'll go ahead and chase the name of the reservation and let you know when I do. Either way, you should be able to give your or my name and get in the room just fine.
Amazing! This is so exciting! Thank you so much. We won't forget this. Lewis, are you there? You're not going to believe what happened. This is total BS.
What do you mean? I thought that you two would have been checking into a hotel right now. Did something happen?
Well, we pulled up to the hotel and Wendy was there at the front desk when we walked in.
You're kidding me! Was she really there?
Yeah, she tried to check in using your name, but then the people at the front desk told her that the names on the reservation had been changed. But I guess that Wendy threw such a fit about it being a mistake that the people at the front desk finally let her check into the room.
I see. Well, that is really crazy. But I take it that she didn't see you and Tom?
Well, I got a little dressed up and put on some makeup today, and Tom put on some nice clothes as well, so maybe she just didn't recognize us outside of our casual clothing.
Oh, well, that's a good thing, I guess.
But also, Wendy was there with a guy. Is the guy she's cheating on you with named Chad Sigmund?
I actually haven't gotten around to doing that much digging into whom it was that Wendy was cheating on me with. I only know that his first name is Chad, but I haven't learned his last name and Wendy never said.
I see. Well, if she told you his name is Chad, then it has to be the same person.
And this guy is someone that you know then?
Well, he's someone that Tom knows through work, actually.
You're kidding. Wow, what a small world. That is so crazy.
It really is. So anyways, we can meet up again soon and I'll tell you all that Tom knows about this Chad guy. But anyways, I also wanted to let you know that we sneakily took some pictures of the two of them to serve as proof of their affair. We'll send those over to you soon.
Wow, Carmela. Thank you so much. You two have been a huge help in all of this.
It's our pleasure. But Tom and I have been talking, and we figured that since it's the weekend, we probably only have until Monday to come up with a plan of attack.
Right. Good thinking. I guess I'll try to think of something by then. Thanks again for all your help, sis.
Louis, are you there? Why didn't you ever tell me about any of this? I heard that you know that Chad worked at the company that your brother-in-law runs.
Yeah, I actually just heard about that for the first time a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? So you didn't know either?
I didn't. But I tried to get Carmela and Tom the reservations that I had made for us. But when they went to check in, you were already in line in front of them. They told me all about the scene you caused to check into the room.
You mean, those two were standing right behind me that whole time?
That's right. Not only that, but they were texting about it after you left to go inside the room. That was also when they realized that they knew the man you were cheating on me with.
What the heck is going on here? Did you seriously try to change the reservation so that I couldn't get the room? You have no idea how embarrassing it was having to cause a scene like that to get what I thought was a birthday present for me. But thanks to you giving Carmela and Tom the reservations, they saw what happened and who I was with. And now apparently Chad is in trouble at work. He was in line for a promotion, but now apparently it's not happening anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah, that adds up. I know that Tom is normally the type of person who never mixes business with pleasure. But I guess even a guy like that couldn't stand by while he was hiring the man who stole his brother-in-law's fiancée. Don't you hate when your boss has a heart?
But what are we supposed to do? I mean, what is going to happen to Chad? More importantly, what is going to happen to his career?
Why do you think that I have the answer to either of those?
Because this is all your fault. None of this would be happening if you hadn't given away my hotel reservation.
I'm going to have to beg to differ here. I had no idea that the guy you were cheating on me with worked for Tom. In either way, you should have turned around when you found out that the reservation was no longer under your name. But instead, you threw a hissy fit until you got your way, causing trouble for everyone around you.
So you're saying that all of this is my fault? How am I to blame when I just wanted to find the richest husband that I could? I didn't want something like this to happen. Hey, Louis, what the heck is this notice in the mail that we just got? Are you seriously suing both of us? We've already broken off our engagement. You can't do this to us.
I see that the letter from my lawyer has arrived finally.
You aren't really serious about any of this, are you?
Do you think they send those kinds of documents out for fun? Of course I'm serious. And if you read through it, you'll see that I'm suing you for cheating after you had accepted my marriage proposal.
But I've never heard of someone getting sued for something like that.
Well, then you should brush up on the law, I guess. Because I have a lawyer who tells me I'm well within my rights to be doing this.
So you really went out and hired a lawyer for all of this?
How do you think lawsuits work? Anyways, you should see in those papers an offer for settlement. You are more than welcome to just pay that amount, and we could call this whole thing done.
Well then, I take back what I said. I do want to get married to you again.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. And now that we're back together, there is no way that you can sue me for this. All right, I think that takes care of that.
Sorry, I meant, are you kidding? Like, do you actually think I'm going to buy that? You cheated on me. You think I'm just going to take you back like that?
What do you mean?
I mean that I think you're forgetting about a lot of things right now. For example, Chad's wife is going to be suing him and you for your affair in the same time that I'm suing the both of you right now.
She is? Why is she doing that?
Literally the same reason I am. Were you not kidding about this? Besides, we have more than enough proof to prove our cases against you without a shadow of a doubt.
But you can't do this to us. It isn't fair. We aren't going to be able to afford to pay for all of that.
Well, then you two shouldn't have cheated in the first place, huh?
I just wanted to marry a rich man. Is that really so bad? I mean, I already quit my job because I was sure this was going to work.
Wow. Well, you shouldn't have done that. But don't forget that you were the one who stabbed me in the back. So if you think that I'm going to go easy on either of you, you have got another thing coming. Why don't you just pay me what you owe me and then get out of my life forever?
Please don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Wendy tried calling her company back to ask for her letter of resignation to be cancelled, but she was too late. And since she quit, she received no severance package or benefits to speak of. And by the time the lawsuits were over, neither her nor Chad were left with any savings in their account. They tried asking their parents for help, but neither of them were interested in saving their children from the consequences of their own actions. Now, the two of them live together in a tiny apartment working several jobs just to survive. I hear that the police come over frequently because of all the fighting that could be heard coming from their room.